now for your evening news.
Hello everybody, I'm Mick.
And I'm Stephanie. Welcome to the Polyblog.
Today, we're going to talk about cheating.
No!
Yep. Is polyamory an excuse to cheat on your partner?
Well, first, I think we should define what cheating actually is.
Yes, let's talk about what the actual definition of cheating is.
Cheating is defined as to defraud, swindle, or to deceive.
Right. So basically, it is a dishonest move.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're referring to relationships, it is dishonesty in a relationship.
Yes. I was recently asked by someone who found out about my polyamorous relationship with Mick. So basically, your husband just allows you to cheat on him.
There's a lot of problems with that situation. That's
It
a lot
is.
of problems with that sentence.
There is. The biggest thing is my husband knows everything I do. He consents to our relationship. He has given us our blessing.
He acts in accordance with making sure that we have a good relationship.
Yes, he does.
So how can he allow himself to be cheated on?
Right.
It kind of negates, it's an oxymoron. Can't be cheated on if you're permitting it to happen. Considering that polyamory, the entire tenet of it is to conduct multiple relationships in an open and honest manner with everyone's consent, polyamory cannot be cheating in its truest sense.
Right. Right. All couples need to define their own boundaries for themselves.
Now, that doesn't mean that cheating can't happen in polyamory. What it means is that when you begin to open up your relationship to non-monogamy, it requires a conversation between you and your partner about what constitutes a violation of your boundaries.
For example, we don't have really strict boundaries.
No, but we've been doing this for a very long time.
So we have a kind of a do whatever you want, just tell me about it.
Yeah, it's more of an open, honest policy where we do our best to divulge whatever we're doing to each other as soon as possible.
Yes. Preferably beforehand, but sometimes circumstances happen and
It's not practical to stop what you're doing in the middle of what you're doing in order to inform your partner. So you have to tell them immediately afterwards.
yeah.
Now it goes back to, if you do find a way to be dishonest and keep things from your partner, even in a polyamorous or open relationship style, it is absolutely possible to still cheat.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been cheated on inside of an open relationship. I was with a partner, and she actually had my permission to do whatever it is she wanted as long as she was honest with me about it. But she actually got more of a thrill out of hiding the details of other relationships and involvements, and when I found out about them, she apologized, but ultimately came down to the fact that she actually got her rocks off on lying to me about it. It actually gave her a thrill. So needless to say, that relationship violated my boundaries because she continued to be dishonest about it.
Don't know if I've ever been cheated on, but I have inadvertently helped somebody cheat, and when I found out, I immediately ended that relationship.
When you suddenly found out that you were in a relationship with somebody and they actually had been keeping you a secret.
Yes.
You were somebody else's secret.
Yes.
And they were cheating on their other spouse
Mm-hmm.
or other partner. Then you did the ethical thing, the moral thing, and got out of it.
Right.
Good. That's probably best practices when you find yourself in a dishonest situation, even if you're not the one being lied to, is probably see yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
See, over time, the boundaries will shift between two partners. In the beginning, you may find that your boundaries are very strict. You need to be told about whether or not you had a flirty conversation with another person, or whether or not there was kissing or hand-holding. These things become important in the beginning. I know that when I first started out in this, and I had policies that if there was ever a flirty conversation or kissing or holding each other, I had to divulge that information immediately. If I intended to do it, I had to divulge before it happened. And ultimately, as time went on, it became less and less important. The acts were less threatening, and therefore she required less information. Then it became important to touch on major milestones like I have a date, or I had a date, or I had sex or I didn't with somebody else, and that became important.
When CB and I started out, our boundaries were very strict as well. Neither one of us could kiss another person or go on a date with another person without the other person present.
So you had kind of a same room or couple on couple only policy?
Yes.
Okay.
It quickly morphed and transformed into...
A lot of times those are the artificial safety nets that we set up in order to feel comfortable with what we're doing, in order to make ourselves emotionally limit the risk that we think we're enduring.
Right.
Polyamory is not an easy form of cheating. It is not an excuse to have an affair.
No.
Polyamory also boils down, it's beyond sex. There's so many more easy ways to get laid than getting into polyamory.
Right.
So no, it is not an excuse to cheat. And in fact, when you get into a polyamorous relationship, what is commonly identified as cheating is it kind of has to get tossed out in order to make room for new boundaries and new understandings of what a deceptive relationship might look like. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If this was your first time viewing the Poly Vlog, please click the subscribe button. And if you'd like to see more, click the link at the top for more videos. We post here weekly with our continual effort to improve the practice of polyamory as a healthy lifestyle. We promote conscious, loving choices.
Please check the description box below for links to our website, Twitter, and Facebook pages, and then head over to Facebook and follow us there. Until next time, love abundantly.